In this video, we're going to be looking at KS3 checkpoint biology paper and on the topic diet and their deficiency. So the first question here is the picture shows some food, and we have fish, we have cheese, we have rice, we have chocolate, carrot, and chicken. Now they said put the later for each food into the correct group. Now, two have been done for you. So we have meat, fish, and pulse. We have these two done. So fruit and vegetables. Let's see which of this food represent fruit and vegetables. I think here that should be the carrot. So which is letter E. So you just come to your answer here and you write letter E within that box. Then foods with a lot of carbohydrates. Now, the food with a lot of carbohydrate in this diagram should be okay. A lot of carbohydrate. We should have that in rice. So you just go down, and rice is found in box with the letter C. So come rice. Then lastly, we have food with lots of fat and sugar. The food with a lot of fat and sugar here, obviously that should represent the chocolate. That the chocolate have a lot of fat and sugar in it. So come down, and that's later F. A lot of fat and sugar. That's later F in this case. So put in later F. So we're done with that. So we have our 4 marks. Now, why is it important to eat food with different group? Now, the reason is to be a balanced diet, which will help you to stay healthy. So, a balanced diet also to stay what? To stay healthy. That's all. Now, which food group were we not eat too many food from? So, which of the food group we not eat? We don't eat too many. I think is the one with a lot of fat, because it has. If you look at the pie chart, you find out that the one with a lot of fat has a very small proportion of food that is being consumed by humans. So, they had a lot of fat and sugar. Okay, next question. Okay, the next question is human needs a varied diet. Now, fat, oil, and sweet. We have milk, yogurt, and cheese. We have rice and pasta. Yeah, so let's see what question will be. And here we have examples of food. Also, bread and cereals. Let's say a food pyramid shows human how much to eat of each food type. So, which food type should we eat the least to stay healthy? So, find out that is the one at the topmost part of the pyramid, and that should be fat, oil, and sweet. As you can see at the topmost part, it covers a small area. So the food that you should eat the most in this case should be the fat, and the least, sorry, should be fat, oil, and the sweet. So now they say which food type is in part A of the pyramid. So in part A there you should have your minerals, which was not stated. Minerals, look things like vitamins, things like fruits, vegetables, which help to provide fibers to ease the process of digestion. Now, the next question is eating a varied diet is very important to keep our body healthy. Now look at the diet of Sadiq and Fatima. Who has a healthier diet? Sadiq said he eats sweet and chocolate, drink fizzy drinks, enjoy eating meat, while Fatima eat fruit, enjoy eating meat, and drink plenty of water. So the person with the best diet should be Fatima because fruit is included, which will help in the process of digestion. Now, what we eat can be damaging to our teeth, obviously, yes. So, take two food which can lead to tooth decay. Now, most of the food here that can cause tooth decay are when you eat sugary food and you drink fizzy drinks. Why? Because both of them have high amount of sugar content that bacteria can actually respire with anaerobically to produce lactic acid, which dissolves the enamel. Now, the diagram shows a sandwich. We all take this to school for lunch. Now, the sandwich consists of layers of meat, lettuce, and butter placed between slices of bread. Now, so we have four different types of food there. We have meat, lettuce, butter, and bread. Now, draw a line from each of the food item in the sandwich to the main type of nutrient it contains. Meat, um, bread, lettuce, and butter. Lettuce obviously is a roughage. Butter is fat. Bread is carbohydrate, and meat contain protein. That's all. 2 mark. Now we have another B part of the question here. We state that the sandwich provide many of the ingredients of a balanced diet. Now, what is meant by balanced diet? That is eating food with the right proportion. Food, eating food with all the food groups, all the food groups in the right amount or proportion. So we're done with that. Next will be the chart below compares the diet of people in country A and country B. So we have country A and B. So we look at the type of diet. Country A, it's the one with the black. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is A, this is B, this is A, this is B, this is A, and this is B. Now, with that knowledge, because we're using the key now to label that, so it's not, let's say, what is the percentage of fat in the diet of people in country A? So this is fat, and this is country A. So the percentage of diet should be, if this is 60, that means in between here is 20. So you have 10 smaller lines, and if it's 20, that means each lines represent 2. So obviously 40 is within this line, which will be 42%. So your answer here should be 42%. That's all. Now the next question is, what is the total percentage of carbohydrate in the diet of people in country B? Total percentage of carbohydrates in the diet of people in country B. So if you come to look at country B, is the one with black. So carbohydrate is found in starch. Starch contains carbohydrates, and also sugar contains carbohydrates. So the total, you get that of starch and sugar and you combine them together. So if you look at this, this is in this line here, and this is half, so this is 70, while this is in this line here, which is around okay, sorry, it's in this line, but I was taking for A, which is 6. They are about 246. So our answer to that question will now be 70 plus 6. So that means the total amount of carbohydrate is 76%. So it will be 70 plus 6, which is 76%. Now, what is the major use of proteins in the body? So proteins is needed for growth and tissue repairs. for growth and tissue repairs. Now, name one disease which may occur as a result of high fat consumption in country A. Now, result of high fat is diabetes, and diabetes can lead to, okay, we can also have heart attack because it causes blockage of your coronary arteries. Now, the next question is, read the article about Ferdinand Magellan, who led the first voyage around the world. Now, use the information in this article and your biological knowledge to answer the question. So let's read it. Magellan voyage proved that the world is round. Now, in 1519, Ferdinand Magellan sailed from Spain to find a western route to the Spice Island. He took 237 men in 5 ships. Now, each ship carried a supply of basic food, including cheese. So the food inside there is cheese, flour, oil, meat, and vegetables. There were also some live animals, including chickens. Now, the ship eventually reached the Spice Island, but only one continued the journey back to Spain. This was the Victoria. Now, the sailor on the Victoria became very ill before they arrived home. Now, they had what? Bleeding gums and sores, which would not heal. One sailor, though, called Elcano, used to eat a spoonful of fruit jam every day. So he ate a spoonful of fruit jam every day. He did not develop any of the symptoms of bleeding gum and sore. So the question now is, Magellan ship sail with basic food that provide a balanced diet. What is meant by a balanced diet? That is when you eating nutrients that contain all the food groups in the right proportion, which we've answered already. So it has to do with eating nutrients with all the food groups in the right proportion. Now, this is suggest why Magellan took some live animals with him throughout the journey. So the live animals, majorly chicken, it's to act as a of protein, source of protein. Now, most of the sailor on the Victoria developed a deficiency disease called scurvy. Now, what is meant by deficiency disease? So, it is a disease that is caused by lack of important nutrient. Disease caused by lack of important nutrient. Now, describe one symptom of scurvy. Has to be bleeding gums. Bleeding gums is a symptom. Now, what is cause? What is the cause of scurvy? Scurvy is caused by lack of vitamin C. Now, suggest why Elcano did not develop, because he ate fruit, a fruit jam. So the fruit jam, the spoonful he takes a day, contain vitamin C. That's all. Now, a poor diet can cause health problems. Yes. Now, draw a line between the diet and the health problem. When your food has too much sugar can cause tooth decay. Too much salt causes high blood pressure. Too little protein will lead to poor growth. and too little carbohydrate will lead to little energy. That's all. Now, Chan and Mike look at information about the amount of fat and fiber in different fruit. Now, this is the amount of fat and fiber. They say name the two fruits with the highest amount of fiber. So fiber, look at which two has the highest amount. I have pineapple here, followed by 3.1 banana. So all you need to write is banana and pineapple. Now, why is fiber important in our diet? Fiber helps to aid digestion. Um, so fiber helps to aid digestion, aids digestion by preventing constipation. By preventing constipation. Now, write one conclusion about the amount of fat found in fruit. So if you look at the table, you find out that fruits contain very little or no fat. Fruit contain very little or no fat. Now, Mike think the information in the table is not a fair comparison because the fruits are of different shape. Now, Lee think it is not a fair comparison, but he knows that the shape of the fruit is not important. What measurement they should take? Make sure that the fruits have the same mass. Fruit should have the same mass, or they should measure MEA, measure the volume of the fruit. That's it. Let's see if there's another question on this. Okay, so I think that's it. In our next video, we're going to look at digestive system and enzymes. So please subscribe to get constant notification once we upload a video on in any series, in the series we've been looking at.